Good morning. I'm very disappointed with your reaction to the experiment that I suggested yesterday. I see you don't want to be told how to act. You want to be yourself. Very well. How are you going to achieve something new, something that you have not had before, following the old ways? You are going to end up exactly where you ended up with the previous times, with the previous habits and patterns that you have chosen to repeat over and over again, yet waiting for a different result. I'm pointing you in the right direction because you have told me that you have not met a genuine C-type woman before. Everybody wanted something else, and people were just not real. They were real people, but what they were trying to practice with you did not feel real. It did not satisfy the need. It did not give you balance. Yet you don't want to follow my suggestion. I'm telling you exactly what to do based on the experience. If you want to bring out the dominant streak in any woman, you have to act in a certain way. And that is not natural. Why is it not natural? Because it is not something that you're used to. Perhaps it is in your dreams, it is in your core, but it is not in your experience and not in your habit yet. If it was in your habit, you would have been very happy now with somebody who's a C-type and getting all you want. If you're here with me, looking for something, waiting for something, and searching for that inner balance, searching for understanding, searching for being comfortable and being confident with your softer side, then you haven't achieved it yet. Then you have to listen to me when I point you on the way how to act, on the way what to do to achieve what you want. It takes some acting, it takes some breaking, and by breaking I mean breaking the old patterns, breaking the old habits and acting in a new way, even though it might not seem so natural and not seem so you. Do you understand? Do you understand me? Never say no, I don't want to do this, because it isn't me. I don't want any resistance. I'm not here to confront you. I'm not here to push you to do anything. You can take my advice, but do not reject it in my face, because I'm doing it only for you. When I see a new person, be it a man or a woman, I consciously choose the way I'm going to behave and see their reaction. And it is always according to what I act like. If you say A, the person will say B. If you say C, the person will say D. It is so obvious. It is rarely that you say A and B comes out. A D or C comes out. Be it Z, X, Y, Z, whatever. No, not every letter has a meaning. But we have to see further, right? I don't want to give you moral examples all the time. You have to think for yourself. You have to think what an A means and what a B could mean. And I might look like a dancer with black leggings and black top like this. I would like to dance for you, but you haven't deserved it yet. I would like to dance for myself. After I film this, perhaps, and it's like soft movements to the music. And some jumping on the trampoline. But it rained at night. It rained at night, so that would not be possible. It is so good to see progress these days. Progress in flexibility because of the new toy, because of the trampoline. It gives you something that I haven't had before. It gives you, and I've mentioned this, a fearless approach to trying new things, and that is very important. I think the fear of hurting ourselves, or what if I fall and break my neck and will have to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair, so I better not try. that is an extreme, but oh, what if I pull a muscle? Oh, what if I'm going to hurt myself? I don't want to try this. Let's not try this at all. With a trampoline, you know that behind you is a big soft surface and you can just fall back on it. And this is not a trampoline. Dangerous thinking. Okay, so what was I talking about today? Yes, your behavior. Again, from yesterday. An experiment with any woman. Okay, if you cannot get yourself an appointment with a woman at this stage, pick a man. No, it doesn't have to be personal. Act differently and see what sort of reaction the other person will show you. Act inferior. Act as if they are the king or the queen or God. And you are very happy and very much privileged to be in their presence. You do not dare to look them in the eyes. Yet you give them options of interesting conversations to talk about and perhaps things to do. You still give them options, but they're totally in control. They are the decision maker. Men would gladly accept that role and be very happy that you're not acting dominant and they can be more manly than you. Showing off their brains, their skills, or their knowledge in some area. But females, it might take a while. It might take a while of trying. I'm going to try being a leader. I'm going to try to make decisions. I'm going to try little by little by little by little. So many of you are impatient with your current partners and all you tell me, she is just not the C-type. Bullshit. Of course she is. She has that much C in her. That means you can blow it up and develop it. All you need is patience and the right technique to let it grow. When you plant a basil seed, it's not a plant like this the next day. It grows slowly. Now it's a plant like that, but it took 2 months, right? 2.5 months to grow into a plant like this. Imagine you do this with a person. You water them with a special formula of your inferior behavior every single day, and they grow into a sea plant. Depends what sort of behavior you water them with, but there can't be any exceptions. What I used to learn in the monastery is that acting according to your feelings, impulses, and following your heart should be something kept under control. What the brain will tell you, what the intuition will tell you, and what your heart will tell you. I desire, I just want to do this. 3 different things. Let's not mix them. Sometimes you have to follow a calculated pattern. And when you have emotions coming in, emotions of jealousy, emotions of affection, of love, of whatever else it might be, they get you off your right path. Pity, self-pity. They set you off on the wrong way and you never come back. So the quicker you can control your emotions, the better it will be. So how are we going to behave? How are we going to behave with that woman? Whatever woman it might be. And if you don't have a woman in your life and you're a man, get one. No, it's not difficult. Any woman can be developed into somebody you want to be with, and you need to get balance from female energy. You need women around you. You need to interact equally with men and women. This is how human beings are designed. We cannot just spend most of our time with the same sex and neglect our other side. We need to express both, positive and negative, the yin and yang, the black and pink or white, and so on. And if you have a partner, that is wonderful, but make it complete. Yes, your partner is a wonderful, smart, kind, great woman, but she is just not C. So I'm here searching on YouTube. She is C. It's your fault that you haven't brought out and developed and nourished that little C part in her yet. And it is never too late. Even if you have been in a marriage for 20 or 25 years, it is never too late. It is all in you. Because interaction between two people is like talking to a mirror. There's always reaction to your actions. If you start to argue, the other person will start to argue. If you act nicely, they will probably act nicely as well. After a while, it takes, of course, adjusting time and effort. It doesn't happen like this. I tried once and I failed. That means it will never happen. Oh yes, it will, with some effort and with some persistence. And the right approach, and never giving up too. It's good to be doing the splits again. Okay. So what are we going to act like? What will you act like? Rarely I get emails that are well written. And I don't mean well written from the writing point of view. Yes, you could be writing books. You're a creative writer, great. But they're not. You do not consider your target audience. Sometimes, and I think that is more by chance, there are emails that really click with something inside me. And when I've analyzed those type of emails, I can see that these softer qualities just shine through the words. And I'm sure it was a conscious choice on your behalf to use these words. As silly as it might sound, when you say all the words of respect and how you I'm sorry to be wasting your time by writing this email, you don't have to reply and that sort of stuff. No, this is not what I'm talking about. It is formality. That is not important. But it has to be in your mindset when you write something. You're not writing to a person. You're writing to this person to appeal to a certain part in them, depending on what you want. And when you write to me, mostly what you want, well, you know what you want. You know what I want from you. So you have to appeal to that part by choosing the right words. What qualities are there to concentrate on? Okay. Confidence is a plus. What's in the minus? Insecurity, perhaps. Not confidence. So you're looking in the minus part. Confidence, strength, control, leadership. Whatever words you can come up with associated with a C-type woman are not to be used coming from you. And the attitude should be the opposite. So you are writing from the minus point of view, using the minus words with minus sentences and minus attitude. Doesn't matter what subject you're writing about. It could be a website, it could be health, it could be diet, it could be anything. You are writing from here to here, from the inferior position of the minus person to the plus person in the superior position. Sounds like a university lecture or a kindergarten lecture, whatever you might call it. This is the basics. I heard that somehow, if I click my... Oh, this is some yoga pose. Don't know the name, but I'm sure it exists. I've seen it on pictures. Maybe like that. Not sure where I'm supposed to look. I feel like I want to stretch today. And mainly, maybe because I watched that movie on Sunday with Osher and friends. And there was a woman, the main character, the dancer, she was wearing black clothes when she was dancing. It looked so beautiful, some sort of modern dance. I want to try it. I want to try it. Dancing, 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 dancing. Sitting down while dancing. Do you think that mixing things is confusing? One moment she's talking about behavior patterns of C-type women and S-type men, and the next moment she's talking about dancing in the movie that she watched on Sunday. Why is she jumping from topic to topic? Because this is life, this is real, and I'm not here to train you, I'm here to communicate with you, to establish a connection, whichever part of the conversation you can appeal to. Maybe you're not even an S-type man, maybe you're not even a man, but you are interested in dancing. Perhaps this will inspire you to do some stretching, or go watch a movie with friends. Whatever part of it sounded appealing to you. Can't appeal to anybody. If 100 people watch this video, every one of you will have different things on their mind. Different impressions of what I say, different, if any, different thoughts of the day, different problems, different issues. One thing I want to say, it's better if you don't eat milk products. Really, 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 really. I recently met somebody and I thought, I really want to help people, because sometimes when you see a certain person and you can almost see their future, the way they eat and the way they treat their bodies is so unfair and so not considerate. It's almost that they forget that their bodies are a subject to change, which is not usually progressing but degressing. And if you don't take good care of it, in a few years you're going to face pain, hospitals, and tears of your relatives because suddenly you got diagnosed with this and this, and there is no way back. It is too late, and at that point it is very difficult to start looking after yourself. So, if you're one of those people, start now, start today, start making the right choices. And milk products is the wrong choice. Research it. It's not the first time I say it. That is something that will not lead to anything good, except this momentary feeling of, oh, this cheese tastes nice. We don't live for the moments like that unless they benefit to our whole body and our whole life in the future. We live for moments that feel good and bring something good for our future as well. We invest into dancing, yeah, feel like dancing, yeah. This is a morning problem. This is a morning problem when I can't concentrate on one thing because the day is full of different events and full of different possibilities to do different things. I love mornings. I like Monday mornings the most. Not only because the interesting news on the radio, but Also because there's a start of something new. And although I don't believe in Mondays, Sundays, Saturdays and whatever else, my days are all the same, still the atmosphere of everybody going to work and more cars on the road, more people in the banks. Today isn't Monday, isn't it? Well, there you go, that proves it. I was sure today was Monday, because I think today is the first day back to work for most people after Happy New Year. Might be tomorrow. So I assumed it was Monday, but it's actually not Monday. It is. I got a message from 154. It is Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, right? Okay, well, Wednesday it is. Promise me that you will look after your body. And not in June, and not when you get time, but today you will make better choices with food. And if you are overweight, do not exercise more than half an hour a day. It will kill your heart. Be gentle on yourself. Before you lose weight, do not overload your knees, your joints, your heart with extra exercise. No more than you need. Half an hour a day is enough. And half an hour of not hard sweating and the face getting all red and you... It shouldn't be like that. It should be 20% above your normal heart rate. Slight increase on the normal heart rate. Like walking fast. You don't need a gym for it. You don't need to invest into a membership. You just need to jump on the spot. Or go like this to the song for 20 minutes and then run on the spot. This is 20% above your normal heart rate. Well, it's going to get to that in about a minute or two. It can be this too. All that. La 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 la. Na 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 na. This sort of dancing is not really inspiring. I reckon something dramatic with You saw the foot. There's a little something to watch. Something worth watching this video for. Since you didn't get anything out of it and you're not going to try to change your behavior pattern with a woman because this is just unnecessary and hey, I'm happy with what I already have. Yes, so my wife is a wonderful person, but she's just not controlling. I've lived with that for 20 years, so I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to try anything new. Who knows what comes out of it? Why not, why not, why not? I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up on two things. One is yoga. And the other one is probably seafood. And the third one, three things. And the third one is you. You not being fully balanced and happy in your life is something I need to take care of. I want you to be balanced, I want you to be happy, and I want you to be getting exactly what you want in every aspect of your life. And if that means control in certain areas of your life, I am trying to point you in every direction where you might find that control. But it takes effort, and it takes listening, and it takes following my instructions. And the instructions are not simple. The instructions are something that you have to think about, and you have to practice, and you have to make mistakes too. Of course, people who are willing to change will change. Because if I want it and you want it, there's only one way. It will happen. People who do not want to change are very difficult to change, and we have to give up. And Rick, you were saying that you're trying to change your brother-in-law and he just won't see your point. And perhaps he does. Step back and give him some time. I've been thinking about that issue. Step back, give him some time. Sometimes most of the time, our instant reaction to any criticism or anything hard is resentment. And we come up with any excuse. No, I don't have time for it. This takes too long. No, it's just not for me. I don't want it. I'm happy the way I am, and whatever else. But in the back of their minds, they do think if what you say is right, it will leave some sort of mark on his mind, and he will be going back home and thinking about it. Maybe Rick was right when he said this and this. Maybe I should consider it, but it takes time. I'm one of these people. When I hear something and it is criticism and it is good and I know it's good, the first thing I say, nah, it's not for me. I don't want it. Different words, but basically the same message. And what? Then I go back home. Oh, maybe he was right. Maybe, yeah, okay. But I just, I don't want other people to tell me what to do. I can't do anything with it. It's my natural reaction. It just takes time to get over it. And then, when I forget about what other person said, it seems like my own idea. Suddenly, I get the same idea of what that other person was talking about. But now it's my idea. So, I decided to start this and this. And when I tell it to the other person, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I was telling you 6 months ago. No, this is my own decision, my own idea, and I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for myself. Then you don't take credit for your idea. It is your seed that you have planted into their mind, into their soul, and that seed has grown into their idea and their decision. Just let it be. It might as well happen with your brother-in-law too. When you have suggested something, suddenly he will come up with the same idea. Perhaps 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months down the track. Time to dance. No. Nothing for breakfast today. Father of the house brought some bananas. Nice bananas. I was watching them all that time when I was doing yoga, and they made me so hungry. But now some things are like food. They satisfy certain needs, but they're not food. Love is one of them. Love can make you not hungry. Love and chemistry. Stress. So hunger can be satisfied by other things. And other things can be satisfied by something else. We don't always need to look in the same place. There are other options. Goodbye. Dance time.